All right, good morning, guys. Today we're going to be covering 4.8 basic constructions. Our learning target is I can construct various angle measures, various segment lengths, midpoints, perpendicular bisectors, and equilateral triangles using the 6 constructions. So let's go ahead and begin. A couple general tips for you guys with constructions. First off, don't erase any lines, including your arcs. Those kind of dictate whether you're actually doing the construction properly or not. You can draw them in lightly, that way it's not messing up your paper too much and you're not seeing too much of all the mess, but make sure that you guys do have those arcs on your paper when you draw them. Make sure that you guys keep your compass at the same length throughout your construction unless stated otherwise. You want to keep that compass at the same length because that compass will determine exactly how big that radius is for the circle that you're constructing. And if you change that length, it won't actually work correctly. So make sure that you guys keep that compass at the same length throughout. Lastly, be sure you know how to complete each of these and try them out multiple times. Make sure that you guys can do them without any direction and that you're just comfortable with these types of constructions. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first construction is going to be a segment copy. So given segment AB, we're going to go ahead and construct segment PQ such that AB is congruent to PQ. Now, as we go through today's notes, there is a link at the bottom of each screen. And these links basically just go to a website that will show you how to do these constructions as well. So feel free to use this website as well. It's very useful. I highly encourage it, especially as you work on various problems that you may have to complete. This will be a great resource to use, mathopenreference.com. So the first thing that we're going to do when we construct segment PQ such that AB is congruent to PQ, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a working line, and I'm just going to call that working line W. So here's my working line. I'm just going to use this to work on. On my working line, I'm going to place point P. And with point P, that is the start of our segment copy. So I just place P anywhere on our working line W. Now, from here, I'm going to go ahead and put the point of my compass on point A. So the tip of your compass, the pointy end, goes on point A. And with that, you're going to go ahead and measure the segment AB with your compass. So with the pointy end on A, you're going to stretch out your compass and put your pencil on point B. Now, without changing the distance of your compass, you're now going to move the pointy end onto point P. And with your pencil, without changing the compass's distance, you're going to create an arc. This arc will intersect your working line, line W. Now, where that intersection occurs, you're going to go ahead and label that point as point Q. Making this segment PQ using that same exact distance as AB means that AB will be congruent to segment PQ. So we now have our 2 congruent segments. So we've now learned how to copy a segment, and that's all you have to do to copy a segment. Next up, we're going to copy an angle. So given angle ABC, we're going to construct angle LPQ. Now, I know it says angle PQR, but I'm telling you right now it will be labeled a little bit differently. But the main thing is that we're making a copy of angle ABC. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create point P, and point P does not lie on angle ABC. Now with point P, we're going to go ahead and extend it and make it into a ray, and we're going to call that ray PQ. Our endpoint will be P, and we're going to go through point Q. This will be one side of our angle. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and move up to angle ABC. I'll put the pointy end of my compass on vertex B, and I'll create an arc through through ray BA and through ray BC, so it's intersecting both rays. I'll label those as points J and K. Now, once I've labeled this as J and K, I'm going to put the point end of my compass on K, and I'm going to measure the distance of JK. So I'm going to put the pencil on J, the pointy end on K, and I'm going to keep that distance. Sorry, I skipped a step. Before I actually measure that distance, set the point of your compass on point P and create the same exact arc. So I have arc JK here. We're going to create the same exact arc intersecting ray PQ. Now we'll move to point K and we'll measure the distance between K and J. So that's our next step. Using your compass, measure the distance between point J and point K. Putting the pointy end of your compass on point M, you're now going to create an intersecting arc. So you're going to create an arc going through. Now, again, it should be the same distance that you had when you measured from J to K. So from M to this intersection should be the same exact distance as JK. So we now have an intersection of a red arc and a blue arc. I labeled that point as point L. With your ruler, you're now going to go ahead and line up point P and point L, and you're going to go ahead and draw a ray through point L. So we now have ray PL. With this, angle LPQ is now congruent to angle ABC. So we now have copied an angle. All right, our next construction number 3 is an angle bisection. This is a very common one that happens all the time. Given angle ABC, we're going to construct BP such that BP is the bisector of angle ABC. So, to get started, we're going to go ahead and place the point of our compass on point B, and we're going to set our compass to any length. Just make sure that's not going past your rays, so you don't want it out here. You want it on the rays. At this point, with your pointy end on point B, you're going to create an arc on both ray BA and on BC. So we have these two arcs here. We now move the pointy end of our compass to one of these intersections with the arc and the ray. So I'm going to go ahead and use our top arc first on ray BA. And without changing my compass's measurement, I'm going to go ahead and create an arc inside my circle. So I now have this arc inside my angle. So we now have a new arc inside our angle. Do not change the length of your compass. Keep it the same length. I'll now put the pointy end of my compass on the bottom intersecting arc, the intersecting arc with ray BC, and I'll do the same thing. I'll create the same exact arc inside my angle so that these two red arcs are intersecting. I'll label that intersection as point P. Once I have point P, I can go ahead and draw a ray from point B through point P, and that ray, BP, will be an angle bisector of angle ABC. So angle ABC is now cut into two congruent angles. All right, construction number 4, perpendicular bisectors. So given segment AB, we're going to construct PQ, the perpendicular bisector of AB. So first off, place the point of your compass on point A. Be sure your compass is over half the distance of this segment. If it's not over half the distance, this will not work. So it needs to be over half. Doesn't need to be close to B, no, but just over halfway. With my point on A and my compass over halfway, I'm going to create an arc above and below segment AB. Again, you need to have one above and below. I'll then move over to point B and do the same thing without changing the distance of my compass. Without changing that measurement, I'll create an arc above and below. I now have 2 points. I can label these as points P and as point Q. With these 2 points, we're going to go ahead and draw a line through our 2 intersecting arcs. That line, PQ, will be the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. So we've now created a perpendicular bisector. Next up, construction number 5, erecting a perpendicular. So this time, we're given line AB, and that's what this line is. It's not labeled quite yet, but it will be in just a minute. We have point P that lies on line AB. We want to construct PQ, so we're going to create a line PQ, such that PQ is perpendicular to AB. So, to get started, we're going to put our compass on point P, and we're going to make our distance about a medium length. It doesn't need to be super close or super far. We don't want to go off of this line, of course, but we don't want to be so close to P that we don't know what's going on. And with that medium length, we're going to create an arc on both sides of point P. I'm going to label those arcs as point A and point B. So we now have line AB here. With these two arcs, we're now going to go ahead and place the point of our compass on point A. And with my compass, I'm going to set the distance between point P and B. So my distance of my compass should be between these 2 points. With that distance, I'm going to create an arc above line AB. So again, put your compass on point A, the pointy end. Set your length between point P and B and create an arc above line AB. I'm going to repeat that process from point B now. So my pointy end will go on point B. I'll set my distance. My distance shouldn't change. It should still be the same distance, except this time it should fall between A and P, because again, we're facing the other way now. And we'll create an arc above our line. We now have 2 intersecting arcs. So we're going to line up our ruler with the intersecting arcs in point P and draw a segment through both. That segment is perpendicular to line AB. So I can go ahead and label that as point Q if I'd like, and I can now say PQ is perpendicular to AB. All right, in our final construction of the day, we're going to drop a perpendicular. So given line AB and point P not on line AB, we're going to go ahead and construct a perpendicular line. So we're going to make it so that line P will be perpendicular to line AB. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and place our compass on point P. We're going to adjust our compass so that it goes past line AB. We want to make sure that we can intersect line AB at 2 points. So I'm going to go ahead and create an arc, and my arc is going to intersect that working line at 2 points. I'll label those points as A and B. From here, without changing my distance, I'm going to go ahead and put the point of my compass on A and create an arc below line AB. And again, I did not change my distance here. I repeat that process, this time putting the point of my compass on point B and creating the same exact arc below. This will create 2 intersecting arcs. I'll now line up my ruler with point P and the 2 intersecting arcs, and I'll draw a line through those 2 points. That line, which I can label as PQ once again if I'd like to, that line is going to be perpendicular to line AB. We have now dropped a perpendicular as well. All right, so we have now covered 4.8 basic constructions. Again, our learning target is I can construct various angle measures, various segment lengths, midpoints, perpendicular bisectors, and equilateral triangles using the 6 constructions. Again, make sure that you guys are utilizing this Math Open reference website. It will be extremely helpful for you guys. But of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And take care. Thank you.